Did you know that some American cities are experiencing a population decline at a rate never seen before? It's a surprising fact, isn't it? But it's the reality we're living in. Take, for example, the Miami metro area. For the first time since the 70s, more people are packing their bags and leaving than those who are settling in. Now, Miami's situation may raise eyebrows, but it's not even among the top 10 cities witnessing the fastest rate of population loss. Instead, it's cities like Jackson, Mississippi and St. Louis, Missouri that are leading this unseen exodus. In fact, Jackson topped the list with a 2.5% population decline, closely followed by St. Louis with a 2.4% decline. And it's not just these cities. New Orleans lost over 7,300 residents, and even California's Bay Area experienced population losses. But it's not all about leaving. On the flip side, cities like Santa Cruz and Georgetown, Texas, are seeing significant population growth. So what's causing this shift? What's driving people away from some cities and attracting them to others? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era of urban migration in America? There are many questions to ponder, and to understand the full picture, we need to delve deeper. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's dive deeper into this. Jackson, Mississippi has seen a worrying 2.5% population decline. A once vibrant city, Jackson now tops the list of America's fastest shrinking cities. But it's not alone in this alarming trend. St. Louis, a city steeped in history and culture, has also had its share of population decline, showing a loss of 2.4%. This city, known for its iconic Gateway Arch, is grappling with a shrinking population, a trend that has urban planners and policymakers scratching their heads. Next on the list is the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Known for its vibrant music scene, unique cuisine and rich cultural heritage, the city has lost over 7,300 residents. This is a significant blow for a city that has been a melting pot of cultures for centuries. Over on the West Coast, California's Bay Area is not immune to this population decline. Despite being home to some of the country's most thriving industries, the region has also seen a decrease in its population. Cities in Utah, a state known for its breathtaking landscapes and outdoor recreational activities, are also facing a similar decline. But it's not just these cities. Other towns in Louisiana, despite their rich cultural heritage and unique southern charm, have seen significant declines in their populations. The numbers are in, and they paint a worrying picture. It seems that an unseen exodus is taking place, with residents leaving these cities at an unprecedented rate. The question on everyone's mind now is, why are these cities losing residents at such a rapid pace? What factors are influencing this mass migration, and how will it affect the future of these cities? These cities are losing residents at an unprecedented rate, but why? The reasons behind these population shifts are complex and multifaceted. As we delve into the causes, we find that economic factors often play a significant role. For instance, cities experiencing economic decline or stagnation may see their populations decrease. Job opportunities, or lack thereof, can greatly influence where people choose to live. When industries shrink or disappear, people often move to places with more robust job markets. Another critical factor is the cost and availability of housing. As housing prices skyrocket in some areas, people are often forced to relocate in search of more affordable living options. The cost of living in general can also be a driving force for people to pack up and leave. When the cost of essentials like groceries, healthcare, and utilities becomes too high, it can push people to look for greener, or should we say cheaper, pastures. Migration patterns also contribute to population shifts. This can be both internal migration, people moving from one city to another within the country, or international migration. For example, the United States is home to over 45 million immigrants, and where these immigrants choose to settle can significantly impact local populations. Factors such as family connections, job opportunities, and even immigrant-friendly policies can influence these decisions. Natural disasters and climate change also play a part in driving people away from certain areas. Cities that are prone to hurricanes, wildfires, or other natural disasters can see their populations decrease as people move to safer locations. And let's not forget social factors. Changes in social climate, including shifts in community dynamics or increases in crime rates, can also prompt people to seek out new homes. However, it's important to note that these factors often interact in complex ways. For instance, economic decline can lead to a decrease in affordable housing, which then triggers further population loss. Conversely, a booming economy can cause housing prices to rise, making a city unaffordable for many residents. It's not just about people leaving, but also about where they are going. As we'll see in the next segment, while some cities are shrinking, others are growing rapidly, painting a dynamic picture of population change across the United States. While some cities are shrinking, others are booming. 7 of the 10 fastest-growing metro areas in the U.S. are in Florida. The Sunshine State, known for its warm weather and beautiful beaches, is drawing in new residents in droves. Let's take a closer look at some of these burgeoning cities. The Villages, Florida, is leading the charge. This age-restricted community is experiencing a significant population boom with an impressive 7.5% increase. In sheer numbers, that's an influx of over 10,000 new residents. The appeal? A blend of warm weather, active lifestyle, and a sense of community that's hard to beat. Not too far behind is the metro area of Myrtle Beach, Conway, North Myrtle Beach, straddling both South Carolina and North Carolina. This region marked a 5% increase in population. That's over 25,000 people who decided to call this area home. The reasons? A mix of coastal living, affordability, and a growing job market. But it's not just about percentage growth. Let's talk about numerical increases. The crown goes to Dallas. The Texan city saw the largest numerical population increase with a growth of 170,000 residents. Known for its vibrant economy and cultural diversity, Dallas continues to attract people from all walks of life. While these cities are growing, it's important to note the varied reasons behind such growth. Factors such as job opportunities, affordable housing, favorable weather, and even family connections play a significant role in where people choose to settle. The population dynamics in the U.S. are shifting, and the impacts will be felt across the country. Whether it's a small town in Florida or a bustling city in Texas, the growth of these areas will shape the future of America's urban landscape. So, what does this mean for the future of American cities? As we've seen, the landscape of American cities is changing. This isn't just about numbers on a page. These shifts in population have profound implications for urban planning, economic development, and social services. For urban planners, this is a call to action. Cities experiencing population decline, such as Jackson, Mississippi, and St. Louis, need to recalibrate their plans. They may need to focus on revitalizing their downtowns, repurposing abandoned properties, and creating more green spaces to make their cities more attractive to residents. On the flip side, rapidly growing cities like the Villages in Florida and Myrtle Beach in South Carolina need to ensure their infrastructure can handle the influx. These cities need to plan for increased traffic, expanded public services, and greater demand for housing. In terms of economic development, shrinking cities may face challenges in attracting businesses and investments. Fewer residents mean less consumer spending, which can affect local businesses. On the other hand, growing cities will need to ensure that economic growth is sustainable and inclusive. They will need to create jobs that match the skills of their new residents and ensure that the benefits of growth are shared by everyone. Social services will also need to adapt. In cities with declining populations, there may be a surplus of resources such as school buildings and healthcare facilities. These resources need to be managed efficiently to avoid waste. Conversely, in growing cities, there may be a strain on resources. More residents mean more demand for public services like healthcare, education, and public safety. And let's not forget about the changing demographics. The United States is home to over 45 million immigrants who are increasingly settling in a broader range of locations. This brings cultural diversity, but also requires cities to provide services that meet the needs of these diverse populations. Indeed, the future of American cities is fluid, influenced by a myriad of factors from economic opportunities to immigration patterns. It's a future that demands adaptability, creativity, and a commitment to inclusive growth. Only time will tell how these trends will shape the future of our cities. Share your thoughts in the comments below.